disgraced in Geneva, a city of secrets, a haven for the wealthy, and for Elias P. Thorne, a place of exile. He sat in his sparsely furnished apartment, the cold wind whipping off Lake Geneva, rattling the windows. The news played on a small radio, a litany of global crises and political scandals. He barely registered the words. His mind was elsewhere, lost in the labyrinth of his past. He was once a rising star, an auditor for the International Monetary Fund. Driven by an unwavering belief in justice, Thorne had pursued financial corruption with the zeal of a crusader. From the gleaming towers of Wall Street to the war-torn streets of the Balkans, he had followed the money. He had exposed fraud, toppled empires of greed, and earned a fearsome reputation. Then came the fall. A mission gone wrong in Eastern Europe. A betrayal that cut deep, leaving him scarred and disillusioned. He became a ghost, stripped of his position, his reputation in tatters. The official report spoke of misappropriation of funds, of reckless endangerment. It was a lie, he knew that. But the truth was buried deep, a secret he guarded with his life. Now he was adrift. Haunted by memories, he found solace in the familiar weight of the IMF auditor's field manual. A worn, leather-bound volume, its pages held the accumulated wisdom of generations of auditors. It was his Bible, his shield, his only companion in the cold, unforgiving world he now inhabited. Ghost projects in the desert. The call came unexpectedly, a muffled voice on a secure line. A former colleague, his voice heavy with apprehension. There was a matter in North Africa, a series of infrastructure projects funded by international aid that had vanished into thin air. Billions of dollars unaccounted for. The official channels were useless. They needed someone who could operate in the shadows, someone like Thorne. He arrived in the scorching heat of the Sahara Desert, a place of stark beauty and hidden dangers. The air shimmered with heat, distorting the horizon. He traveled light, his only possessions a battered suitcase, a well-worn copy of the IMF Auditor's Field Manual, and a steely determination to uncover the truth. The trail led him through bustling marketplaces and dusty villages, each step fraught with risk. Corrupt officials and shadowy intermediaries lurked in the shadows, their eyes watchful, their hands stained with the blood of their ill-gotten gains. But Thorne was a master of disguise, blending seamlessly into the crowds, his keen eyes missing nothing. He followed the money, unraveling a complex web of shell corporations and offshore accounts. He utilized the tactics detailed in his manual, employing a combination of traditional accounting techniques and unorthodox methods. He infiltrated local communities, gaining the trust of villagers who had been cheated out of their livelihoods. He deciphered coded messages, piecing together fragments of information like a jigsaw puzzle. The deeper he dug, the more he realized the true scope of the corruption. It wasn't just a few corrupt officials. It was a systemic rot that reached the highest echelons of power. He had stumbled upon a conspiracy that stretched far beyond the borders of this desolate land.